Hello and welcome to episode 35 of our Ostriv Alpha 4.6 Let's Play. It is March of 1776. We have 1,655 people in our town. And last we left off, we just built a bunch of houses and started construction on some more to improve this area. And they're still working on that. So let's take the opportunity to go around and look at where we're at. The game is pretty unstable at this point, so we're going to be saving frequently, and we might have to restart at some point in this episode, but we'll do our best. We've got all sorts of houses over here. This area is getting pretty built out. We'll be putting some more production and jobs in this area pretty soon. But now our most pressing issue is we don't have any burial plots left. We've got all these dead people and nowhere to stick them. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Just put in a few more grave plots. It's an easy fix. Theoretically. I don't think I can get... Oh, I can get one more. Hehe. Alright, so that will take care of that. We'll come over here and put in a couple more. And it's not going to let me build there, but it will let me put one more here. And we'll put a couple more here. And that will probably be it. Unless I can get one more here, which it seems I can. Alright, so that ought to hold us for hopefully a little while. We can add some more over here when we get to that point. But now we have that taken care of. We've got some houses over here. Go ahead and unpause the game. Give her a good old save. Just in case. And it looks like our market is doing pretty well. We don't have enough people growing stuff to really sell anything quite yet. This should be going pretty well pretty quickly here. It's probably about time to move this forestry too, so why don't we go ahead. Just copy this. And we'll put right here in the middle of that. Look at that going on. And then we can move this forestry and keep building some more houses here. So everything's looking good. We've got this hay barrack is being utilized. We go all the way over here to the other side of the map. How's this one looking? I'm not going to expect anything to be in here, and there is nothing over here. Probably don't have enough time for our laborers to take care of all this stuff anyway. Chicken meat is populating slowly. So why don't we go ahead and do that thing where we get rid of all of the bulls we don't need. It's a good idea to do this every year. Sometimes I forget. But no matter. We'll just get a whole lot of beef going right now. See, this one was pretty okay. Just right off the get-go. No, can't get rid of that one. Always have to have at least one. And if you're not aware, the reason I do this is because it allows us to have more female cows, which means we get more milk, and that's always good. Since you only have 20 slots in each cowshed, you kind of have to keep track of what's going on. And that just makes it easy. All right. Yeah, see, this is exactly why we need to be doing this, because we have a ton in this one that are just taking up space. And I guess we probably should be doing this with the sheep as well. I just stopped that for a while because some of them were not fully occupied with all sorts of different sheep. My God, look at all these. Well, this is going to solve all sorts of problems, isn't it? Should be just about done with this. Yeah, I can get real out of hand real quick if you don't keep up with this. As we are learning here. Yeah, see, look at all this. I think we're probably okay to just go ahead and get rid of those. Leave one. Okay, so that takes care of all of that. Let's check on our chicken coops and see if they still are hoarding a ton of chicken meat. No, actually. Okay, so we might have actually fixed that problem. We had some that had thousands of meat. This one's 961, so that's kind of getting up there. Yep, okay, so these are doing it. That's really annoying. Well, we'll just have to move all of it somewhere else. The granaries will be angry, but they can get over it. Man, it's really annoying when that disappears. Get that. Go here. I mean, we know these people are actually consuming the chicken meat. We just don't think they can consume it that fast, which is unfortunate. It's also unfortunate we can't sell it because we're making so much at this point. It's just absurd. So there's going to be a absolute ridiculous amount of chicken meat here, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and reduce this to, say, 2,500. We'll make this 17,500 to keep up with that. And other granaries will take from these because we have take from other granaries turned on. So that'll eventually even itself out. Now we have these houses over here that are being constructed. It is a little bit slower than we're used to because I'm afraid to run the game on 12 times speed because of how unstable it is. So apologies if we don't get quite as much done today as you would prefer. But there is a certain order that we have to maintain here to make sure the game is actually, you know, playable. Kind of an important thing, no? Alright, so we're looking good there. Let's check our statistics. Yeah, so we actually still have a decent amount of vacancies, which means we could have some more houses. But I don't want to just keep building a ton of houses just for the sake of building a ton of houses, you know? So I think no market stalls nearby here, so I think we probably shouldn't build too much this way unless we're putting another bridge here. Which, you know, we actually could do. Place is occupied. Okay. If I do this, that might actually work. Or I could come on the other side of this, which is probably the correct way to do it. Do one of those. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. And that will allow us to have a little bit straightforward access to this market, which means we'll have more houses we can put down here. So we can go ahead and queue those up because we'll be using them anyway. Just go ahead and get these all going here, except for the fact that there's a log here we have to ignore. So that's looking good. They're just about done with this house, and that's done, and it's immediately occupied by a new married couple. Here's the next house to go up. Then we should have that forestry be constructed, and then we can do the bridge. We'll have all sorts of good stuff coming on here. It's just slow. We might have to actually chance it on the 12 times speed. This takes too much longer. We are saving though, so let's see what happens if we just go with it and zoom way in so it doesn't have to render all sorts of other stuff. Just wait on these trees to get removed here. We'll see how quickly they're able to actually build stuff here. And we'll see if we can get to 1,700 people today. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. So I'm very curious to see what the actual limit sustainably is for town size. I'd like to try and get to 2,000, but I think it's probably going to be pretty hard. We will have to find out. While we're waiting, of course, we have a messenger that we can convene with here. We'll go ahead and buy some iron while we can. Charcoal, we have plenty. Lime, we have plenty. Horses, we have plenty. We're pretty good now. Pretty sustainable here. And in addition to this being a better location further away, it's also going to be more efficient, of course, because there's, you know, trees, unlike this guy. So we'll just go ahead and have them get rid of all of their stuff, process all their wood, and then we'll make it empty. We're just waiting on one log, and it's being processed. I believe we should be good now. Look at all this stuff empty. Hopefully they'll take it over to this one. And it looks like they are. So that is good progress there. And as soon as this is fully emptied, of course, we can get rid of it and hire all the guys to work here. That's going to take a little bit of time, though. So let's check in on their bridge construction. Seems to be going pretty well. And this will enable our transit in this area to be substantially improved. They're just going a little slower. Probably because the rest of the guys are off doing who knows what. It's a mystery. At least they don't walk on the underside of the bridge now. That was one of my favorite little glitches slash oversights from the earlier alphas. Guys just walking in the river, carrying entire beams for bridges. Of course, it's nice that that's fixed, but it's still kind of funny. Alright, so what that's going to do is now, theoretically, might actually not calculate the market stall stuff based on the bridge. We'll find out. They still have those 3 houses to go. This is almost empty. We'll go ahead and open vacancies here. Fire these guys so they can go work over here. It looks like most of them are going in. This is now empty. Go ahead and save again. Then we will demolish this. Go ahead and put that in the forefront to get demolished. Then we can put another house up here. Maybe. This is exactly why I don't play on 12 times speed. Except I'm definitely playing on 12 times speed right now. Come on. There we go. Back to 5 times speed for you. Why is my rotate building not working? There it goes. Game is angry, I guess. Decided to be glitchy today. Well, taking down a building. I appreciate the dust. It's always kind of fun to watch. Alright, and that's all done. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and put in some more houses right here. And done. Those 2 will be quite nice right there. Another messenger. Not really too much that we can make use of except for the iron ore, of course. And buckwheat, and we'll restock that. Stuff's looking good. Looking fantastic. So why don't we... Where is the nearest construction office? I don't remember where it is. Is it up here? I legitimately can't remember. Well, you know, at some point I'm going to have to remember where it is, right? Okay, it's here. Oh, it's here. Okay. Well, we're going to have to fix that. We don't need a construction office right here. Let's get rid of that. And instead, well, first, since we're over here and I got distracted, let's check on our taverns. Okay, looking alright. They're out of money, but that's fine. I'm trying to get these people to unhand some of their wealth. But I think they're both just going to have to die. So we'll see. They've hoarded so much money not having kids. Well, their kids are old, that is. Alright, in terms of production versus storage, how are we looking here? We can still need a ton more buckwheat, which I think is hilarious because we made an entire farm basically just for buckwheat and other stuff. And we still don't have enough. So I just don't really get that one. But why don't we go ahead and replace that construction office that was moved. Just put one of those right here. That should help us with a little bit of our construction time here. Okay, this forestry is working well. Wagon shed's looking good. Utilization on them is pretty good. Not 100%, so I guess that's probably fine. Yeah, no complaints here. How's our horses doing? Okay, looking fine. These are old anyway. Let's check our salt works here. Okay, those are kind of old. Those are young enough, and these are getting old, so we'll have to keep an eye on this. For when these two die, we'll replace them with other stuff. Now here comes trading boats. I love this model. I just wish it was a little bit more collision proof and not just like the human centipede of boats. That's a horrifying movie. Don't watch that. We're looking here. We got good stock. Again, I don't know why I built this one. I think it was to test something. Bowling mills are looking fine. These are warehouses. Which one has wool? Okay, this one's almost full. Here, looking good. Let's just check and see we don't have too many rams. I think we can get rid of some of these. By some, I mean most. There we go. We'll leave one ram of breeding age in each one. Might be a little late in the season to get some more lambs born in, but we'll find out. That ought to take care of that for a little bit. Give our slaughterhouse something to do as well. Chickens up here are looking fine. How are these doing over here? Looking good. The pigs are looking fine as well. Got a couple more here. These are looking good. Looking good, except they've got a lot of little baby pigs. Those will get cut down pretty soon. Construction office is slowly coming along. So we'll wait for them to get that all taken care of. And then we'll, of course, have to hire some more builders. And we'll get to work on the houses here. Don't think we're going to get to 1,700 population today just because there's going to be so many marriages occurring because of available housing. So we'll have to wait and see how far we can get. Probably will be the next episode or live stream I do. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do the rest of these yet because, again, it is getting to a point where it's probably not very prudent to do daily videos of just Ostriv anymore. This granary's empty. Why? Oh. Well, could start by turning these options on. That can't hurt. Let's make sure the rest of these that are supposed to have that on have that on. Okay. Alright, so that's exactly what I wanted. I don't know why it was off, but we'll just deal with that, I suppose. Now, this forestry is no longer useful, so let's just get rid of this. We can put all sorts of other stuff here. I don't know if I want to put another farm in or not. Might have to, though. This construction office is done, so let's go ahead and hire some of our guys back in. We will go ahead and make this empty, because they are really not getting anything done here. This opens up all sorts of new space for us. Just have to decide what to do. Whether it's going to be some houses or maybe another farm, we'll find out. I imagine it's probably going to end up being another farm. But we have to wait for this to get taken care of first. Alright, so they're working on this house, and there's one more here. Though this new construction office should help that. Just it's so much slower on 5 times speed. It's hard for me to deal with this after being used to the 12 times speed being just super incredibly fast. But we press on anyway. That's all done. Another marriage. Alright, they're still waiting on another log to come in from all the way down here. Wow, okay. So I guess they were still working these. But, I think we're fine without it. Meanwhile, up here we have these 2 houses queued up. They should be in pretty good shape. These are working nicely. We've got plenty of wood and firewood. Yeah. Alright, we're going to save. We're going to go to 12 times speed again because I cannot stand it being this slow. Just have to be careful of how we're doing stuff and not try to place too much stuff down at 12 times speed. Just use it for time lapse here. Okay. Let's sell some sunflower oil. Don't have any clothes exporting there. Don't have anything else exporting there. Buy some more iron ore. Buy some more mead. Salt, we are completely fine. Dried fish, we're completely fine. So this next one, of course, is right here. Let's watch them build this one. Hopefully it's a little faster. And of course, as soon as I say this, they just go completely slow again. It's fine. It's just the way these things go. Well, I guess we can go do something else if they're going to be this slow on purpose. So I wonder if... Are they not using these bridges? Okay, no, this guy is. That's good. So I was wondering if for some reason they're not. Because I know there's going to be some that are busier than others. This bridge, it's a lot of use, I'm sure. Probably the most important bridge in the town right here, outside of maybe this one. I don't know. We'll find out. Right now it looks like we're doing about as well as we can expect to. Still have a ton of open vacancies. We're working on it. We're working on it, working on it, working on it. Okay, and this should be another marriage, and it is. We also need to keep an eye out for anybody who's stuck. That is the big glitch that always happens, where especially workers supplying food and water to animals get stuck, then everything goes haywire because all your animals die. And that's just no fun for anybody. So we'll have to make sure we're being vigilant for that, although we're getting close to the end of today's episode anyway, so I don't think we have anything to worry about at this exact moment in time. Just hoping to get these last couple of houses built and evaluate where we are and where we want to go next. Alright, that's all taken care of and immediately occupied once again. Looking fine. Now we just have these couple houses right here. Let's go ahead and save real quick, just to avert catastrophe. Check out what these guys have. Don't have anything else to sell them. We could sell them flour. But we're not hard up for cash, so I'm not tempted to do that. I think we're probably doing just about as good as we can. Let's get these last two houses done, and that's going to be it for today. So while I've got you here, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying the series. Make sure you also check out our Timberborn Let's Play, which is a beaver city builder slash post-apocalyptic survival thing. It's fun. It's a bit different from Ostriv, but it's a lot of good fun. There's a lot of interesting mechanics that this game doesn't have, so I would encourage you to check that out. There's lots of good stuff over there. We're approaching the end game on that one as well, and then we'll be doing a couple of other things depending on what you guys end up wanting to see. And also, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/JCTheBeard, playing mostly non-city builders there. Some RPGs and other things like that. Hoping to do Age of Empires 4, which just came out this past week. Hoping to do a stream on that soon. Try to stream on Twitch at least once a week and on YouTube at least once or twice a week as well. So if you want to be a part of all that fun, make sure you get subscribed here on YouTube and follow me on Twitch so you don't miss any updates. And other than that, I think that's just about all we've got time for as they're finishing this last house. Just want to thank everyone for the continued support, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, what you'd like to see. I know we've gotten some ideas for other games to play after we're finished, quote-unquote, with Ostriv and Timberborn. And we'll be diving into some of that, but that is all we've got time for today. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.